What's up guys, welcome to another episode of Fact Friday. Since the new Star Wars game came out and the new movie is coming out in December, I thought it would be cool if I did today's episode on interesting facts about Star Wars. So, let's begin. Number 5. There was some controversy about the opening credits. To keep the iconic Star Wars logo with the opening credits in the beginning, Lucas and the filmmakers wanted to once again put the full credits at the end of the movie, which in the late 70s and early 80s was an unusual practice, which caused the writers and directors guilds to try to pull the movie from theaters because of credit rules. In Star Wars, writer-director Lucas's name was at least at the start of the film due to Lucasfilm's limited title card. But in Empire Strikes Back, the new director and writers were relegated to the end credits. The DGA and WGA fined both Lucas and Kirshner, and Lucas paid them in full. The attempt to sabotage the movie by pulling it from theaters on a technicality caused Lucas to withdraw his membership from the DGA, WGA, and the Motion Picture Association. Number 4. Han Solo was supposed to die. Solo's fate after being frozen in carbonite was intentionally left up in the air at the end of The Empire Strikes Back because Ford's contract was only for 2 movies. Ford eventually returned for the third, but urged screenwriters Lucas and Kasdan to kill off Han Solo because there was nothing constructive to do with his character. Kasdan agreed, and didn't want Solo to survive the carbonite freeze in order to signal to the audience that anyone else in the movie could be next. Lucas ultimately vetoed the idea because he wanted an uplifting ending for the trilogy with all the main characters making it out alive. Number 3. The Battle of Endor was originally supposed to take place on the Wookiee home planet. Early drafts of the screenplay had the final battle between the Rebellion and the Empire take place around the Wookiee planet of Kashyyyk, with Chewie and his fellow Wookiees battling the Empire forces on the ground. The idea was eventually scrapped because Lucas wanted the thematic thrust of the scene that a primitive society would rise up to help defeat a technologically advanced one to ring true. Within the Star Wars universe, Wookiees are a technologically advanced species that can co-pilot ships like the Millennium Falcon after all, so the lesser evolved similar species of Ewoks was created and the final battle was switched to Endor. And here's a little bonus fact. Star Wars has a little homage to the Lord of the Rings. The word Endor, the home planet of the Ewoks, is the word for Middle Earth in one of the Elvish tongues in J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings mythology. Number 2. The speedy bike chase was actually filmed very slowly. The mile-a-minute speeder bike chase on Endor between Luke, Leia, and a group of scout troopers was filmed in Redwood State Park near Eureka, California, that was about to be cut down for logging, giving the production near free rein. To make it seem like the bikes were racing at breakneck speeds, Steadicam operators walked a slow step-by-step path throughout the forest and shot at 3/4 frame per second for hours. When sped up on film to the standard 24 frames per second, it made it seem as if the POV shots were going 120 miles per hour. Number 1. The saga could have ended very differently. During an early story meeting, Lucas pitched an idea for the end of Return of the Jedi that would have greatly changed the entire Star Wars saga as we know it. His idea started out very much like the end of Star Wars now. Luke and Vader engage in a lightsaber battle, with Vader ultimately sacrificing himself to save Luke by killing the Emperor. Then Luke watches his father die after taking his mask off. But then, in the proposed ending, Lucas suggested that Luke takes his mask off and then puts it on and says, "Now I am Vader." The idea was scrapped because Lucas didn't want the story to go that dark and wanted a happy ending after all. Thank you guys once again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.